Alright guys, we are back for another Dokkan Battle video. So today we're going to go and take a look at Videl. I mean, let's see how good this Videl is. I think that this Videl is a nice banner unit. I think that there's going to be issues with this character, very similar to Krillin and Android 18, which is just where are we running Videl? I mean, if we get like a new Earthbred fighter leader, like an Earthbred, like category character leader, like that could be really good, where Videl could then just be utilized on that team. But I think what the biggest issue for this Videl is right now, she's not on the Carnival Gohan's leader skill or anything like that. He's a Kamehameha leader. I mean, we could run Movie Hero and then have Videl on there, certainly, but Videl does not support Gogeta, right? Like, and Movie Hero is now going to be really crazy, where it's like, we're taking off, like, a really crazy, ridiculous, busted character in order to get Videl on there. Like, if we're running Movie Hero, we probably would want to run the Vegeta and Piccolo character over this Videl. So it's like she comes into a situation in the game where she doesn't really have, like, a great team for her. And if we are going to run her, we're also taking off some ridiculous juggernaut to do it. Like, that was a huge thing with Krillin and Android 18, is it's like, they're this great superhero support type character, but which busted ass, crazy summonable LR are we taking off of the team to get them on there? And I think that's kind of the issue with Videl. They needed, like, this Videl, I think she's very good, but, like, they needed to make her way crazier to run her. I still would be very excited to run her if we can. I mean, she's got damage reduction, she's got dodge, she has really strong support. She's certainly not bad, but seems like a strange decision to release her. Maybe if Gohan was, like, an Earthbred fighter leader instead of Kamehameha, right? For sure. Or, like, Bond of Parent and Child instead of Kamehameha. That might have worked out a little bit better. So I'm not really too sure. We'll probably just run her on the Gogeta team in this video, but we'll see. Again, she is good. It's just about where can we run her. That is her issue, right? Is where to run her at the moment. The good thing, though, is that Gogeta's Movie Hero team, it is going to be a legitimate team, right? There now is really busted Movie Hero options available to us at this point. Alright guys, we are here in an event with our girl Videl. Let's go and take a look at Videl. I think that Videl seems like she's got a solid kit. Again, like, kind of like team is going to be more so, I think, our issue. I mean, we could take a look at Videl in terms of her 200%. I mean, I guess we could just run her on Roshi's team. I guess we'll do a second run where we do that. I mean, to be fair, all those Earthbred fighters are going to be on Roshi's team. And then we also have the Movie Hero setup that we could go ahead and rock right there. So, all right, let's sort of see how Videl's going to do. Now, remember, I think that she's, like, a well-designed character, right? Like, she's a banner unit who's supporting. In slot 2, she can get damage reduction. In slot 3, she could dodge. So it's like she definitely does have some stuff. Seems like it's going to be pretty hard, I would think. Yeah, we're not going to kill, are we? I probably want to float both, or we'll be all right. We'll be all right. We'll be all right. All right, let's do this. I want to put Videl in slot 3 because I'd like to, Videl gets a 20% chance to dodge with every attack performed up to 40% in slot 3 as a third attacker in the turn. So let's just go ahead and get like a turn of her in slot 3, and then we'll get a turn of her in slot 2 and stuff like that. I probably will put her in slot 2, and I mean, let's just kind of see how she holds up against that UI Goku who super attacks in slot 2. A lot of times people get very salty in the comments. I think it's more so because a lot of people want to push agendas about, like, putting characters in certain slots in these showcases, but, like, what we're here to do, right? To see what the fuck the unit can do, god damn it. So we're gonna put them in the problem fucking position. Videl is going in front of that super attack, and I want to see how she can handle it. And that's that. Tough! She's going there. And that's what we're doing. And then, yeah, we'll do a second run on Roshi's team. Roshi's team is... I I mean, I guess she would work. The only thing is she's very redundant on the Roshi team. Like, Bunny Bulma, LR Bulma, this Videl, Roshi, like, Pat the Power Kid Goku, like, they're... I mean, they're not... Like, to say they're the same unit is not correct, but, you know, a lot of their main functions is actually going to be a little similar. Alright, so 8.6 Videl's at. Her animation looks very good, by the way. Okay. Alright, and then let's see how the dodges is going. Sure, dodge, dodge. There's a super attack. Perfect. We're dodging that, obviously. Yep. Not even tough. Alright, so I ended up floating Videl. So it's going to be several turns until we see Videl come back. So we'll... Oh! Yeah. Let's get this in. Sure. Why not? We'll get this in, and then I'll cut, and we'll come back once Videl comes back on turn 5. Alright, so now we're going on to this next rotation right here. We can sort of go over what Videl is going to be bringing to the table. I mean, we saw her in that first turn. Now remember, UI Goku here is scripted to be super attacking in slot 2. So we could kind of see how Videl might be able to handle business here, which could be good. Videl, of course, does orb change too, which is going to be good for the family Kamehameha, right? Juicing that as much as possible. All right, so let's see what Videl has right here in terms of her passive. So she gets 200% attack and defense start a turn, 200% attack and defense on super attack. That's very good, actually. Damn. Yeah, 200%. That's a huge number. Holy shit. Okay. She randomly changes key series of a type to TEQ. She gets a 30% chance to dodge. She gives Dragon Ball Seeker and Earthbred Fighter category allies 2 key 40% attack and defense. That's a nice support. That'll be really good for the family Kamehameha. Plus another 2 key when the character is the second to obtain key spheres in a turn, and another 20% attack and defense if Videl is third to get key spheres in a turn. So if we run her in slot 3, she's going to be giving 60% support to Earthbred Fighters and Dragon Ball Seekers. That's tough. That's tough. That's tough right there. That's tough. She gets 20% damage reduction with every attack performed, up to 40% as the second attacker in the turn. And then she gets a chance to dodge 20% with every attack performed, up to 40% as the third attacker in the turn. Okay. Let's see. So for her super attack effect, she gets the 30% attack and defense, greatly lowers enemy attack, and then has a 50% chance of another greatly lowering enemy's attack. So both Broly and Videl have that sort of mechanic there, right? Where they have like a chance to get even more buffs. Have we seen that before? I feel like, I guess like Buhan, like maybe it's similar to like the OG Dokkan Fest Buhan, I guess. How is his written? I want to go back and see how that OG Buhan is written. All right, let's see how Videl does right here. Nice, we get 2 attacks, so that gets us the 40% damage reduction. Remember, this UI Goku supers for about 2.7 million. Oh, he didn't super attack. Well, we would have dodged it anyway. Yeah, she dodged both attacks. We would have dodged it anyway. But yeah, this UI Goku only super attacks in slot 2. So, I mean, Dokkan has kind of toyed with the idea of having bosses, you know, only, right, able to, yeah. So, alright, so yeah, Buhan's super attack effect, it's just at level 10, 30% chance of super attack transforming for greater power. I mean, that is, I think, essentially, like, sort of like the same thing, though. It's just way back in the day, like, they, you know, at a certain point, Dokkan started to make all of the, like, descriptions kind of uniform. Like, when it says high chance, the percent chance is going to be the same across the board for all characters. Remember that it used to not even, like, a high chance, you know, a lot of, for characters wasn't always the same, right? That was a thing that, because I think it was, TEQ Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta had a high chance to counter supers, but he actually had a 70% chance, not a 50% chance, which is the normal high chance. Okay, we probably, well, I guess we probably will get another turn here, huh? Let me just skip to the next turn for Videl. Alright, guys, I mean, unfortunately, Videl is not on the Family Kamehameha's, leaders. Well, actually, hold on, okay. So I kind of want to drop the Family Kamehameha right here with Videl's support. Pretty sure it'll kill UI Goku, but we'll see. So it's an additional 20% attack and defense when the character is the third to obtain key spheres in a turn. So for the Family Kamehameha itself, we can get, you know, the extra 40%, or we can get the 40% attack and defense from her support, but we're not going to be able to actually get, you know, extra buffs, you know, from her, like, the 60% support. So, all right, I'm going to drop the Family Kamehameha right here. Now, again, I mean, sort of think about this a little bit as the Videl showcase when we're dropping the damage here from the Family Kamehameha, right? Like that, Videl is a support. If we're running her on this movie hero team, this is going to be one of her jobs, is to make this a Giga Bomb right here. This should kill, right? Pretty sure. No, we actually didn't kill. Wow, okay. I mean, we did do 68 million, no crit. That is why I've got my Gohan built with the full crit, by the way. I mean, if we crit, we would have killed right there easily. I think the damage would have jumped to 99 million, right? Okay, so I'm probably going to have to reset this. I mean, we definitely don't want Videl in slot 1 like that. That would be no good. Because Videl, remember, has a 30% chance to dodge baseline. And then it's like she gets extra dodge if she's in slot 3. I don't really like that part of her kit, by the way. So 30% chance to dodge baseline. I mean, this is a banner unit who, like, the dodge, she has dodge, damage reduction, and support. So for a banner unit, that's good. But I really do wish they would have just given her 70% dodge base. This is still a summonable character. You have the same chance to pull this Videl that you have to pull Broly. So, like, just give her the 70% dodge baseline, right? And, like, remove the chance to dodge as a third attacker in the turn. Because you already are incentivized to put her in the third slot for the extra support anyway. But I don't like the way they set her dodge up. And make it relying on the hidden potential system additional also sucks balls. I mean, even if you give her, 28 additional, it's still only going to be like a 50-50 proc that you're even going to get the additional. So, not the biggest fan of that aspect of her. Let's jump over and look at her on the Roshi team now. Alright, guys, we're over here on the Roshi team. Remember, Roshi obviously is going to be giving Videl 200% from his leader skill, because he just gives 200% to Peppy Gals. I guess we'll do this. I mean, the only thing about the Roshi team, it does get very scary, because the entire Roshi team is essentially just living off of only dodge characters. We don't have, like, a Beast Gohan, or, like, a Standby Jiren, or Family Kamehameha, or something like that. It's just dodge. That's all we got. Now, Videl, I think, could potentially look fairly decent. I could have put her in the middle slot right there, but we'll just float her at the start for the extra support anyway. All right, let's hope Bunny Bulma does her job. We're gonna need it. Yeah, unfortunately, again, this is the fate of the Roshi team. That there are many instances of that, and there's no getting around it. And, like, there's not... You don't have tanks on the Roshi team, right? Like, there is not tanks. So that's the only thing. Like, Roshi himself can be good, but, I mean, we are looking at a lot of losses running the team. And I don't... Like, if we look through it again, there's not, like, tanking characters, right? Like, it's... usually on turns where we just don't have one of the UI Gokus in slot 1, it could go really, really bad. I suppose, I mean, we could, we like, if we die quick again here, okay, we got the same rotation? We got the same rotation, okay. If we get smoked again, here's what I'm gonna do. Okay, the rotations are much better. Here's what I'm gonna do this time, though. If we have Videl in between Bunny Bulma and Roshi, I mean, we are going to have, you know, better links, but getting her next to Bunny Bulma, that's going to get the extra 5% dodge chance, which, you know, like, Bunny Bulma needs everything she get. Like, remember, my Bunny Bulma has, you guys know, max dodge build. I don't play around with that shit. So Videl's link set here: Infighter, Cold Judgment, Courage, Battlefield Diva, Champion Strength, Money, 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 and Fierce Battle. We do have Money, Money, Money as well. Let me just quickly take a look here. I mean, Money, Money, Money would not have made a difference. I mean, Bulma took 2 million from that, but Champion Strength. Maybe this could become relevant if we got, like, a Dokkan Fest Mr. Satan, which, I mean, that is definitely, like, a thing that would happen at some point. Dokkan Fest Mr. Satan, I could see being, like, the most fun character in the history of the game or something like that, easy. This is a great link in terms of what it does, 2 key 5% damage reduction, but it's a good, you know, like, kind of like point of how, like, just because it's got a good buff doesn't mean it's a good link, because we can never get this activated, right? Like, it would be a good link if we could actually have it up, but we're never going to have that one up. Alright, hopefully, you know, when the super attack comes in, we dodge that. That is a 55% Roshi, but, I mean, we do have a lot of support. Remember, on the Roshi team, support is just drenched. Every character besides the UI Gokus are supporting like crazy, so. Alright, remember, we have Battlefield Diva up this time, so extra little bit of dodge. Okay, good, no super right there. Alright, Videl, we're at 9 million. I mean, I'll definitely take that for a dodging support character, for sure. We are at double digits. Okay. Super attack. We probably do need to dodge this. Oh, okay. How hard does Hellas hit? I don't think Hellas is not like 3 million supering, but that does show me that Videl can at least, you know, not die to like the earlier portions of the boss. I mean, I think I'll take that tanking. Yeah, let me just double check exactly how hard Hellas hits. I did not expect that we'd live that. Hellas only supers for 1.7. I mean, it's still good to know that, like, we're not gonna die to that level of damage, though, early on, right? Okay, so next turn is gonna be good for us. We'll just get a bunch of same type orbs to heal up, of course. Next turn is gonna be good for us, in that we're gonna have, you know, we're gonna have a lot of support up for Videl. Again, just kind of like seeing her get some good stats. I think I'll probably float. Maybe I'll float Videl. I'm not really too sure. I mean, we're just getting footage of Videl, right? Like, we're just seeing kind of like... That was good, seeing her tank that. I mean, if we had gotten supered by the TEQ UI Goku we were fighting before, obviously that would have killed us. I mean, if she double attacks, I mean, she is going to be getting an extra 20% damage reduction, but I don't know if the 20% damage reduction and then 30% defense from her super attack effect would have, like, caused her to not get killed by a super that would have done 1 million more than what we just saw, right? So I'm not super sure on that. I don't know. But Videl seems good. I mean, she seems like a good banner unit. Definitely not something I think to really complain about, considering she hits kind of like the criteria I would like for banner units, which is, you know, supporting. So there's a reason to run her over like a Dokkan Fest LR or a, you know, strong Dokkan Fest TUR or something like that. There's a reason to actually run her. with the support. Plus, they did give her defensive mechanics, right? They didn't just like leave her out to die. And I would say it's good defensive mechanics too. It's not bullshit. She does not have bullshit. Bunny Bulma's second turn, she should be a little bit more effective. Let's just do this. Sure. All right, let's see how we'll do on this turn. Again, we are relying on Bunny Bulma here, unfortunately. We're going to get some nice support from Bulma here. Videl's up to 221k defense right there. Okay. All right, so there's the Bulma support. All right, let's see. Bunny Bulma, you must dodge. Okay, good. Yep, doing her job. That's what we could hope to see. Okay. All right, there we go. Yeah, there's Yamcha, help! Sure. Sure. Nice. Videl, what are we at? 8.5 right here. Okay. This is obviously with, you know, Bunny Bulma support and LR Bulma support. And then Videl would have, you know, some damage reduction, and she's also got dodge and slot too. All right, cool, cool, cool. Let's come back for, I think maybe we'll do like one more rotation. We need to get a rotation with Roshi's active skill up, and then we can finish. Alright, so there is a nice little support buff. Videl up to 325k defense now. Obviously, when that Roshi active skill comes in, characters are going to be looking quite a bit better. Again, Battlefield Diva could be huge for Bunny Bulma, able to actually kind of like make it through slot 1 here. Okay. 10 million for Bunny Bulma. Okay. Sure, sure, sure. All right, we'll see what Videl does. Maybe we could do like one more turn after this, but I mean, I think at this point we've kind of like sort of seen what Videl's offering. I mean, she's a solid character for sure. I think I probably would have preferred, like, you know, if they really wanted to be kind to us, they could have given us maybe like a base form Broly or a Super Saiyan Broly or something like that. I mean, another Super Saiyan Broly, the 500th one, but I think they definitely could have done that to maybe help Broly, like the villain side of things out a little bit more. But I mean, Videl, I guess there are still a couple of teams we can run around. Roshi's team and also Gogeta's team, so there is that. All right, guys, I guess we could get one more turn in right here. Here, let's go and top Roshi's active. So on this turn, we have UI Goku domain support, plus Bulma support, plus Roshi support, plus Bunny Bulma support, plus Roshi active. So now she's up to 400k start of turn defense. Yeah, alright, let's go. Let's go. Belmod, do not end. Alright, here we go. Let's get this. Last rotation. Okay, good. I think Bunny Bulma would probably be able to live anyway, a super, because Belmont does not get up to 3 million. So I think Bunny Bulma probably, because we have so much, the amount of support on right now is like, you know, it's illegal. Illegal amounts of support. Videl, what are we at? 16. Okay. I mean, this is like, it's an insane amount of support, but this is like what could happen on the Roshi team. Oh no, hidden potential system additional normal. God damn it. I think she would like Belmont would like barely be able to hurt her. Yeah, eat it, eat it. Ah, we dodge it, okay. I don't think that would have done very much. Right, she has true type advantage. She had 40% damage reduction. We would have taken like nothing from Belmont. Belmont's super is, I'm not sure. He has 3 different supers he could do. So I'm not super sure which one that was. Belmont is a odd fight, but whatever. Okay, there was Videl. Pretty good. All right, guys, so there was our girl Videl. This is Fearless Charge Videl. Leader skill, Dragon Ball Seeker or Earthbred Fighter. Category key 3, 130% of stats. I guess could be good for like Battlefield, right? Passive skill, Dangerous Challenge. She gets 200% attack and defense start a turn, and then 200% attack and defense on super attack. Now, her stats as a banner unit are not the craziest, as you guys can see, but, I mean, still, I mean, this is a banner unit just getting 200% and 200%, right? So it's like, you know, there's power creep right there. Then randomly change keysters of a certain type besides tech to tech. That could be good if she's on Movie Hero for the Family Kamehameha to charge that with getting extra orbs. She has a 30% chance to dodge. She gives Dragon Ball Seekers or Earthbred Fighters category allies 2 key, 40% attack and defense. Then another 2 key if she's in the second slot. So it'll trigger when she actually gets orbs in the second slot. And then an additional 20% attack and defense in the third slot when she gets orbs, right? The only thing I would say here, I wish that was Movie Hero instead. I mean, that would be really Movie Hero and Earthbred Fighter support. She'd support, you know, 75% of the game. But I mean, yeah, that's what she should have did. Because I mean, that's kind of like the main team she's on is Movie. It's not Dragon Ball Seekers. So that's one of the only things I would have liked there is Movie Hero instead of Dragon Ball Seekers right there. Then she gets 20% damage reduction with each attack performed, up to 40% as the second attacker in the turn, and then a 20% chance to dodge with each attack performed, up to 40% as the third attacker in the turn. Not a fan. I'm actually not really a fan of that. Like, because it's like, I mean, I don't know. I guess it's fine, but it's you're relying on the hidden potential system additional just for that. It's not like she has built-in additionals or anything, right? So, then her super attack is the Moonsault Kick, which gives 30% attack and defense run turn, supreme damage to the enemy, greatly lowers enemy attack, and then she has a high chance to further greatly lower enemy attack. Let's just quickly take a look. These, remember, are her 200% leaders. We're not running Yamcha. Hell no, hell no. But Roshi and Gogeta are legitimate leaders for sure. So it's both 30% debuffs. 30% attack debuffs is what she can get right there. Okay. Yep. Not bad, not bad. Then her link set, pretty bad. Infighter, Cold Judgment, Courage, Battlefield Diva, Champion Strength, Money, 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 and Fierce Battle. But, I mean, as you guys saw, on the Roshi team, we could get several of those up. She'll have Infighter with Roshi. She'll have, you know, Money, Money, Money with Bunny Bulma. So that's at least something there. Then Videl has a 140% 12-key multiplier. Yep, that's all of that. And then here is her best linking partners. Now, obviously, there's a few missing characters on JP, so I do, you know, show her best linking partners on the JP side of things. Yeah, linking is going to be brutal. Now, this is the part where we could start talking about this. You know what I'm going to do here is we're actually going to pull him up. Remember, Gohan got a true gift given to him by Amatsu and the devs, and that is the fact that he was placed on Buu Saga. It is actually legitimately a monstrous buff because it gets him on a bunch of more teams and makes him synergize well with some good Buu Saga teams. Now, remember that unfortunately Videl and Kid Trunks were not granted the same gift. Videl is not on Buu Saga. It would be nice. I mean, because she would be an effective option on, like, you know, Superclass Buu Saga, you know, all those Earthbred Fighter characters getting support. Like, she would help the Buu Saga team a lot. That's where she would kick ass, is Buu Saga. So, I mean, that's why it's like, in my opinion, Gohan should not be on Buu Saga, but it's not something I'm going to push because it only helps us, right? So, like, sure, like, it's a W. But, you know, unfortunately, it's because he shouldn't even be there in the first place. It's like clearly, you know, the characters from the movies who are specific to the movie, they don't put on it. Now, I guess Videl in this outfit and Kid Trunks in his outfit from this movie don't appear in Buu Saga, but Gohan in, you know, that version of Gohan does appear in the Buu Saga, you know, when he's sparring with Goten, I guess. But yeah, I mean, it would have been nice if Videl and the Kid Trunks were also on Buu Saga, of course. So Videl has the Dragon Ball Seeker category team. Sure. Take that. No problem there. Then Videl is also on the Earthbred Fighter category team. I can't wait for this to get another leader skill for sure. Videl is also on Peppy Gals. We ran her on this team for the Roshi team. The Peppy Gal team right there. Then Videl is also on Movie Hero. You know, I really do wish she would have had some Movie Hero support because we know how good Movie Heroes is, right? We still have so many good options. Gogeta, the STR Dragon Fist is someone we could run. Beast, the Gammas, Goku, Gohan, and Trunks. You know, the Family Kamehameha. You know, there's a lot of different characters we could potentially run there. Then Videl is also on the Earthling category team. So we have had quite a few good Earthling characters come up. I mean, we could basically make a good Earthling team. Pretty much. Roshi's team? At this point, yeah, for sure. There's now enough of them. It would be, you know, very heavily dodge or die, of course, but we definitely could. Cool, okay. Then Videl is also on the Defender of Justice category team. Sure. And then finally, Videl is down here on the Bond of Parent and Child. Another team I would love to get a nice leader skill. So there we go. There is the banner unit Videl. Let me know what you guys think. I definitely think she's pretty good. Both banner units were major W's, right? Like, this worldwide is weird. There's a lot of content, but it's not good content. But the characters have all been really good. I guess besides Ize and Broly. Like, LR Tech Broly, we love him. LR Turles, we love him. The EZA Int Broly is fodder, but all 4 summonable units are definitely very good. So it's like when we compare it to like other worldwides, I mean, that's a factor. The 2022 worldwide, remember how bad Krillin and Gohan were? The banner unit for the Goku and Vegeta, it was a joke. They were so bad. And, you know, this Videl and the Piccolo and Vegeta are really damn good.